Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this rainy Tuesday morning, and we're going to probably end up short on our forecast, but many areas still getting some rain. In some areas still can see locally around an inch or more of rainfall in some isolated spots, and then we're going to see quite a bit of clearing and cooler conditions right down through the weekend, in fact right into early next week before we warm up again. And we're going to keep an eye on a system that could be very interesting that's going to develop in the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And you can see the extended outlook calls for near normal to maybe a little bit below normal with near normal precipitation. So again, some morning thunderstorms will give way to some drying, and again, plenty of sunshine coming up over the next 5 days. And this morning it's very warm out there, very muggy. Temperatures in the low 70s in many areas, upper 60s, 69 at Clarksville. You can see though they picked up almost 3/10 of an inch of rain there, a couple of tenths up in Newaygo. And again, some of this rain is still moving through the area as of this morning. And here are some of the rainfall totals. That was as of 7:07 this morning. Again, we'll add to those totals. But again, we got a long ways to get into this range. I don't think we're going to make it. So it looks like for tonight for supper, I'll be eating just a little bit of crow, it looks like. I would think more like about maybe a quarter to a third of an inch as far as the average goes, maybe not even that much. But there are some pretty good showers and thunderstorms that are going to be affecting southeast lower Michigan, over into southwest Ontario, and over in the Thumb area, and that should boost those totals up here over the next couple of hours. You can see as far as the last 21 years as of today, you can see we're doing pretty good. We're in the upper third as far as growing degree days, and again, that's not really an issue. You can see this morning earlier some showers and thunderstorms more continued to develop off to the west, but these ones moved through the area in some areas, again picking almost 3/10 of an inch at Newaygo, with still more to fall, especially across many portions of south central and eastern lower Michigan over the next few hours. You can see on the weather map this morning the cold front that will be slowly moving through the area, and again all the action is going to be off to the east today with lots of severe thunderstorms and heavy rains well off to our east. And then if we look at the forecast map for Wednesday, cold front well off to our east, just a little wiggle in the atmosphere that'll be coming through Wednesday into Thursday could bring some isolated afternoon showers, but maybe only about a 10 or 20% chance mainly on Thursday. Most of the time it's going to be sunny, cool, very comfortable air mass, big sprawling area, high pressure moving into the area. It's going to bring us a really nice weekend, again with plenty of sunshine, although be on the cool side. Thursday morning, some of the many areas in interior sections will drop down into the 40s, and some places like Tustin and Marion, over towards Luther, Reed City, some of those areas could get down into the upper 30s, so it'll be a very chilly morning in some locations across the state Thursday morning. You can see the precipitation here over the next 24 hours. So there is still, plenty of precipitation to go through this morning. That was a 0-0 Z run, so you can see some of it's already fallen, but again, some areas still have a good chance of picking up 3, 4, 5/10 of an inch. So we could come close to the forecast minimum of 6/10, but not likely. And you can see the forecast today, highs in mid 70s, around 80 early, and then we'll see our temperatures pretty much in the low to mid 70s throughout the remainder of the week into Saturday and Sunday, and Monday much the same. We start to warm up, I think, as we get in towards the middle of next week, and we could have, again, a system that will develop, a tropical system in the northwest Gulf of Mexico, and as that occurs, it's going to move to the northeast. Now, the GFS model would take it to the Great Lakes and could bring a pretty significant amount of rain as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday or so of next week. Now, the European model would take it across the Ohio Valley quite a bit farther south. Again, generally these have a tendency to stay to the south, but again, if it were to come up into Michigan, we could have some pretty good rains later next week. But again, we got a lot of time to look at that system that hasn't even really developed yet. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.